Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Sanjit, and today it's another day into the lockdown. I hope all of you are fine. I'm making another video today, and it's going to be a few quick topics like airflow, angle of attack, angle of incidence. These three topics. I'm going to finish it quickly. And before that, you just go into the description box below and check out the page and check out the quiz. In that website, there's a lot of information you might need when you step into aviation. So quickly getting into airflow, I have my notes. I'll be referring to that as well. So to understand how aerodynamic forces affect a certain airfoil or a wing or a helicopter rotor, we have to understand what airflow is. All right. So in case of an airflow, basically what's an airflow? Airflow are molecules of air flowing together. All right. So airflow can be streamed or turbulent. All right. It is quite self-explanatory, right? So first, getting into streamed airflow or streamlined airflow, basically. So streamlined airflow, a picture would pop up, and even that explains quite well what it is. So streamlined airflow occurs when the molecules of air flow in a straight path or in a steady path. All right. One after the other molecules are flowing one after the other in a steady path. All right, they have the same velocity as the previous molecules. They are following the molecules. Of course, velocity might vary from point to point, but they are following a steady path. All right, in an orderly pattern around the object. The molecules experience steady velocity. All right, and even the pressure it exerts should be steady. So that is what a streamlined airflow is. Now, when we come into turbulent airflow occurs when it is the total opposite, basically, of a streamlined airflow, right? So you understand the meaning of turbulent, right? Turbulent, in which it's not steady, the airflow is not steady, it forms eddies, basically. The velocity of the preceding air molecules is not as the same as the ones which are ahead of them. All right, so you will find the picture, and you will, it is self-explanatory. All right, so these are the two kinds of airflow. Now, when there are multiple streamlined airflow and when they do not submerge into each other, that is also called as a laminar airflow. And laminar airflow is something which is highly desired and something which is highly ideal for flying, basically. Okay, so next what I would like you to understand is relative airflow. Now when you move your hand, all right, move your hand like this, there's some air which comes in. All right, basically that is relative airflow. So the definition is relative airflow is a relationship between the direction of the wind and the wing or the aerofoil. All right, it is easy to understand. All right, now we'll step into angle of attack and angle of incidence. All right, it is a simple topic. So angle of attack, I've explained what is a chord in the previous video before. I'll be putting a link in the description below. All right, so what is angle of attack? Angle of attack is the angle which the chord of the aerofoil makes with the relative airflow. All right, so there's a image that is popping up. It's also explaining you what I'm telling you. So the angle which the chord makes with the relative airflow. Okay, so let's come on to the angle of incidence. Now angle of incidence is the angle which the wing or the chord is making with the longitudinal axis of the aircraft. So this is the aircraft. All right, this, you see the line, this is the longitudinal axis of the aircraft. All right, so certain wings are at an angle with the aircraft. All right, and that the angle or that it makes is the angle of incidence with the aircraft. You will see a picture coming up, and so you can see both the definitions of angle of attack and angle of incidence. The only difference is angle of attack can be changed by flight controls and angle of incidence cannot be changed. that is all for today. These have been simple topics. If you have found it difficult to understand, you can always comment below. You can always come down to the website and send me an email. I'll be more than happy to explain it to you further. Thank you. Have a nice day. Bye bye. Be safe.